just a little video. Quite a few questions just lately, you know, why I'm successful in other things and when others struggle and things like that. Well, it's quite simple really. Pigeon shooting, I've just been asked why, you know, I used to be a professional pigeon shooter. I've moved on to different things now, but why was I always successful? You know, I consider a moderate bag of 10 birds a very good bag. Why would I consider myself successful when others fail? You know, they go and set up on a field, see one or two pigeons set up and, oh, we're going to have a good day, and fire one shot and everything's gone. There's a multitude of reasons, but one of the reasons why I am successful is I do it the old-fashioned way. Rule of thumb is 3 days for reconnaissance for 1 day's shooting. Now that doesn't mean 3 full days, although today I've driven around about 7,000 acres. I've mapped out where all the birds are. Each farm I've drawn the flight lines. So in the next couple of days, myself and a couple of the boys will probably go and hit it. I'm just sat here now, just a quick 10 minutes watching this little piece of barley really. It's not going to come to much. There's always a couple of birds floating around. And, well, I say, here. You can see there, hang on, the hours and I. 10 minutes, I was here. Trusty little 20 bore. Which I've now got to load back up because I fired a couple of shots. Couple of pigeons. That'll be for me tea tonight. So this piece probably won't come to much. They might even whole crop it because it's a little bit weedy and things. So we'll see. Well, my little mate Brooke, she's joined me as well. She's been out all afternoon and all morning really. So that's the third key, lads and lasses. Reconnaissance is the key. It's no good just going setting up and think, oh, that looks like a good spot. Work out your flight lines. Work out where the birds are. Watch. Don't shoot, watch. And the birds will tell you your flight lines, your city trees and all the other bits. And then set up your hide in the best place you can think where they're coming in or where you think it is. And sometimes you're wrong. I'm wrong. Sometimes I move the hide 3, 4, 5, maybe 8 times in a day, and the decoys when the wind changes, all sorts. So don't just sit there like a bunch of muppets. You know, if something's not working, change it. And sometimes, no matter what you do, the birds won't play ball. But reconnaissance is the key. And my advice is go onto the Countryman's Diary and read my advanced decoying. There's another good one on there I wrote, flight lines and decoys. That was for beginners as well. So that's another good one. So Countryman's Diary. Proper job, mucker. Well, out on pigeon watch, out there around crop is a big field of pigeons. Big pile of them. I see the odd couple coming up and down. One big problem I've got with shooting it there, it's right next to a road. So, the problem we got there with is how are we going to deal with that? I think one of the best ways to deal with that is someone in the hedge there, I don't know, 50 yards from the road, something like that, tucked in with a little hide on the flat spot that they're knocking down, and sit there with an air rifle and just take single shots, keep them off and have a bit of air rifle fun. Look at that, look, they're all over the place there, look, see? So, you know, there's a big wall and then about 30 yards behind there is another road. So yeah, a lot of people say, you can shoot that, but no. You've got to consider members of the public, the law and everything else. So on that note, I'll leave you on the pigeons. Come on, let's have a big bunch of you lift up. Let's have a little look at you. There we are, we're set up from the field we recce'd yesterday. After all that, there's a lot of pigeon traffic here, so we've got, I don't know if you can see out there, we got the Jack Pyke decoy system up on the canes. The floaters are out there. We're in behind the Jack Pyke netting. Everything's Jack Pyke today, including what I'm wearing. I don't know if you can see that. And my old mate Nick, he's there ready. And Brooke's getting a bit impatient, so let's see if the recceing worked. And oh, there's one right above the decoys then. I've got to go. See what I said yesterday about moving the decoy pattern? Nick's out moving them now. We got some birds dropping across us. See those? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so the birds aren't decoying right. They're veering past our decoys. What's wrong? get out of the hide and have a look. Are they seeing you in the hide? No, they're not seeing us, because we've checked that. What's wrong? Wind. Changed direction slightly. So now we're moving the decoys around. Well, Nick is, because I've nearly broke my ankle, falling down a bloody hole. So, but yeah, we've pulled the floaters in as well. They were shining a little bit, so we're just seeing if that was what was making the birds veer. But don't sit there like a bunch of dummies sat in the eye going, why won't these birds decoy? The birds are telling you something's wrong. Find out what it is and change it. My thought was, or is, that the wind's changed ever so fractionally, so we've now got to move the decoy pattern. And so we're moving it around to accommodate the wind. And already, you know, literally just so I was just about to start filming, a pigeon dropped straight in the kill zone. So, but I can't shoot because Nick's out there. So there we go. Anyway, so Nick's moving the pattern around, and that's what it is. So on that note, there's old Nick gone. He's there somewhere. I'll finish on Nick.
Yeah, mate.
No,
I'm. Oh, well, we're recording now.
let's press stop then. Well, here we are. After a day's recce yesterday. Got here a little bit late, didn't shoot the whole day, only shot a few hours in the afternoon. I was teaching a novice shooter how to shoot a game. And, well, I hurt my ankle, fell down a hole. I'm not sure if I sprained it or broke it because it's pretty painful. But we soldiered on, and well, this is what we could pick up. More went into the crop, but again, we're causing more damage to the crop trying to get them out than the pigeons are going to do. So, yeah, some of the foxes locally here is going to be eating well. Well, we did try, but it was a bit warm, wasn't it, girl? A bit warm. Anyway, well, the Jack Pyke gear proves it again. You didn't see us behind that hide. And the decoy system, the floaters, worked a treat. Using fieldcraft and basically traditional methods. No whirly gigs, no flappers, nothing. Just a couple of floaters, some decoys on sticks, novice shooter, and there's the proof in the pudding. Anyway, I'm going to go and find some painkillers and a couple of pints of cider, I think, because this is hurting pretty bad. Proper job, mucker.
Proper job.